Success often seems like a distant goal, requiring massive effort and dramatic life changes. In reality, success is built on the small, consistent actions we take every day, our habits. However, creating lasting habits can feel overwhelming. That's where the concept of habit hacking comes in. So let's explore some quick habit hacking techniques that anyone can use to improve overall well-being. The 1% rule of improvement. One small step for man, a giant leap for mankind. History shows that small steps often lead to massive improvements in the long run. The same concept applies to personal success. This idea, commonly known as the 1% rule, highlights the importance of making tiny, incremental changes that may seem insignificant in the short term, but compound into extraordinary transformations over time. Imagine improving by just 1% each day in a specific area of your life. Over the course of months and years, these small improvements add up, leading to remarkable progress. What makes this approach effective is that it's sustainable, less overwhelming, and easier to fit into a busy lifestyle. Start by picking one small habit today. Whether it's drinking a glass of water first thing in the morning or reading just 2 pages of a book daily, and always try to do a little more than the previous day. Committing to this idea over time will snowball into significant personal growth, driving you toward long-term success. The 5-minute rule, overcoming procrastination. Tomorrow's an illusion. The only moment is right now. Procrastination often stands in the way of success, leaving us with stress and anxiety. However, the 5-minute rule can be a game changer in breaking this cycle. The concept is simple. Commit to working on the task you've been avoiding, but just begin with 5 minutes. That's it. Once you start, the mental resistance fades, and you'll often find yourself continuing well beyond those initial 5 minutes. The hardest part of any task is usually getting started, and this technique gives you that gentle push. The genius of the 5-minute rule lies in tricking your brain. By lowering the perceived effort required, your brain becomes more comfortable with starting the task. Once you're in motion, productivity tends to follow naturally. Give this technique a try, and you'll be surprised at how much you accomplish by simply overcoming that first hurdle. Habit stacking. Build on what already works. This powerful technique involves linking new habits to ones you're already doing consistently, making it easier to build new routines. It takes advantage of your brain's tendency to follow established patterns, helping you incorporate new habits seamlessly into your day. The idea is simple. Identify a habit you already do, like brushing your teeth or drinking your morning coffee. Then, attach a new habit to it, either before or after. For instance, if you want to start meditating but struggle to find the time, commit to a quick 5-minute meditation immediately after brushing. Over time, brushing your teeth becomes the trigger for your new meditation habit, helping you practice it consistently. By using habit stacking, you avoid forcing yourself into a new routine. Eventually, this new habit becomes automatic, and you've effortlessly built a healthier, more productive routine. With the 1% rule, the 5-minute rule, and habit stacking, you can completely change your day-to-day life. But keep watching, because in the next few moments, you'll learn how the power of sight can be used as a hack to improve your life. Create a system, not just goals. How often have you set goals, only to feel guilt when you fall short? Instead of fixating on the end result, focus on creating a system that naturally leads you to success. A system ensures that your daily behaviors align with your long-term objectives, making the journey more manageable. For example, let's say your goal is to lose weight. The typical goal might read, lose weight, which feels vague and daunting, making it difficult to stay motivated. Instead, create a system. I will eat healthy meals throughout the week and commit to 150 minutes of exercise per week. This system breaks the larger goal into clear, actionable steps, making it feel less overwhelming and more achievable. By focusing on a system, You build momentum through consistent action. You won't need to rely on willpower or motivational boosts because you've removed decision fatigue and the uncertainty of what to do next. The system takes over, guiding you toward your goal, step by step. Building systems allows you to stay on track and make progress without feeling burdened by a distant goal. With systems in place, you're set up for long-term success. Let's now talk about how we can use our sight to trigger habits. What we see often dictates what we do. By setting up your environment with the right visual cues, you can make building good habits faster and easier. Visual cues act as subconscious triggers, nudging you toward the actions you want to take. Our brains are highly influenced by the cues in our surroundings. This applies to all types of habits. For example, placing your running shoes by the door can encourage you to go for a morning jog, or leaving a book on your pillow can remind you to read before bed. The more visible and accessible the cues, the easier it becomes to act on them. What's great about this technique is that it also works for discouraging bad habits. For instance, if you want to reduce screen time, placing your phone out of reach makes it less tempting to use. By rearranging your environment to minimize negative cues, you make it harder to engage in bad habits and easier to adopt positive ones. This method turns your environment into a silent motivator, gently pushing you toward better behaviors and away from those you want to avoid. Reward yourself. When you feel rewarded for sticking to a habit, you're more likely to repeat it. This is because rewarding yourself after completing a task triggers the release of dopamine in your brain, creating a sense of satisfaction and encouraging habit formation. The reward doesn't have to be extravagant. It could be something as simple as enjoying your favorite snack, or as significant as gifting yourself something special. To maintain long-term habits, it's helpful to use both short-term and long-term rewards. Small, immediate rewards keep daily habits fun and engaging, while larger rewards tied to milestones, like completing a month of consistency, can reignite your motivation and commitment. By incorporating both types of rewards, you create a positive feedback loop that reinforces your habits and makes sticking with them feel enjoyable rather than a chore. Track your progress. There's nothing more satisfying than seeing the progress you've made over time. Tracking your habits is a powerful way to stay consistent and accountable. By maintaining a visual record, whether through a calendar, journal, or app, you can monitor your efforts, see how far you've come, and stay motivated to continue. Whether you're checking off each day you complete a habit or using a habit tracking app, visually seeing your streaks strengthens your commitment. It creates a tangible sense of accomplishment and reinforces positive behaviors. Plus, tracking your progress allows you to celebrate small wins along the way, giving you the chance to reward yourself and maintain momentum. This keeps you accountable, ensuring that you're continually moving forward and celebrating each step of your personal growth journey. Success isn't a one-time event. It's the product of small, consistent actions taken every day. And at the heart of those actions are habits. With the simple strategies you've learned today, building habits becomes not only easier, but an exciting part of your journey. Start applying them, and you'll be amazed at how quickly you move toward the life you desire. If you're ready to dive deeper, don't forget to subscribe and check out our in-depth video on habit stacking, where you'll discover how to balance productivity with personal growth. Remember, Habitual Harmony is here to help you take actions in manifesting an abundant life.